Hey, what's going on to all my Taurus out there? Please make sure to get the book at Amazon or BarnesandNoble.com. The links will be in the description box below as usual. So the cards that I come up with for the Taurus is the Eight of Swords, the Ten of Wands, the Ace of Swords, Three of Pentacles, Two of Pentacles, always, Four of Swords, the Fool, Knight of Swords, Six of Cups, ooh, okay, Hermit, the Knight of Pentacles, okay, Ace of Cups, Chariot, King of Pentacles, Ten of Swords. Okay, so let's get into this. Taurus, y'all were in a crazy relationship with this person, right? You walked away. You didn't want to be with them anymore. Good for you. You know what I'm saying? The Ace of Swords. The Ace of Swords. So you're onto some. So you don't want to interact with those people again. Good for you. You want to move forward. You want to move forward constructively. Good for you. A lot of the Taurus realizing what it is that they need to do. Good for you. I don't necessarily have to be so tough in this reading. Good for you. Three of Pentacles, Two of Pentacles, Three of Pentacles, Two of Pentacles. Learning how to use what they have as skills. Yes. Two of Pentacles, learning about yourselves. Yes. Yes, 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 yes. And what I mean by that is Three of Pentacles is about a social card. Look at it. See how you have those three people talking? And then you have the work, right? The Three of Pentacles at the top. Well, the Three of Pentacles in this case represents sociality. It represents people communicating with other people, right? Social exchange happening. People interacting with each other, right? A relationship is being formed, right? Two of Pentacles is about you, Taurus, learning how to form that relationship, learning how to use that as a skill. Yes, far too many people are socially awkward. Far too many people are socially awkward. You know what I mean? The Four of Swords. The Four of Swords. The Fool. Okay. This even the Knight of Swords, same direction. This represents being this represents how I mean, really, you can really extend this. The Six of Cups, the Hermit. These people who you just left wanting to get right on back in by making it seem as if they are apologizing. Or maybe not even necessarily apologizing, to be honest with you. Maybe they may call you and be like, I don't understand why it is the thing, why the two of us broke up. Not even necessarily straight up apologizing. And it goes right hand in hand with what it is I was saying about a lot of people are socially awkward. And it shows. And that's part of the reason, too, why it is I say that, you know, some people may need therapy if they can't learn their lessons themselves. Because the whole point to this thing, and I'm spitting a lot of game in this, but the whole point to this thing is you're supposed to learn from your failures along the way, but you're supposed to remember your failures and learn from your failures as well. You're supposed to learn from your failures. Case in point, everyone has to learn to interact and talk to people. You know, like I can make friends anywhere that I go. Tell y'all a real quick story. When I was in high school, right, more than 10 years ago, when I was in high school, I used to be in this, after school program. Not gonna say which one. And I had actually went to this catering business, and started befriending everybody that was there, right? Stuff like that, right? Who I didn't already know. Started befriending everybody who was there, learning how to talk to people. Guess what? One of the people who was in the crowd was the owner of the business. So now I got this friend who is the owner of this shop, right? And the owner of the business that I just made friends with. So him and I are chopping it up like homies, like homeboys, friends. This person cares about what I have to say, my opinion, and I'm sitting up here saying to myself, I can't believe that I could literally make a friend in that sense who literally owns the business of their, literally owns this business, but it speaks to the level of value that a person who understands how to not be so socially awkward can bring to the table. Too many people are socially awkward. And this needs to be talked about because this is valuable to the reading. Too many people are socially awkward due to, and that's what's hindering them. Because they're not learning from their lessons because they too caught up in their arrogance, and which is fear. You don't want to put yourself out there because if you do, that may make you look like a weirdo. No, what's making you look like a weirdo is doing the weird stuff that you do. You know, because it's not gonna hurt you to go on out there and speak to people. I do it everywhere that I go, and I make at least one friend everywhere that I go. You know, so you have the Knight of Pentacles, you have the Ace of Cups, and you have the Chariot. Okay, now what you have here is that this person is promising you that things will get better. Okay, all right, things will get better. They don't want you to be out there on the market. I don't suggest you listen to them, and I'll tell you why. Because the next two cards are the King of Pentacles and the Ten of Swords. They may do it again. They may betray you again. This person is a snake, a straight up and down venomous snake. Because there's two types of snakes. There's poisonous snakes, and then there's non-poisonous snakes, and you can tell the difference between the two. You can tell the difference between the two, and yes, this is important to the reading, because a non-venomous snake has a round pupils, okay, and their nose is not horned; it's flat, right? A venomous snake, their nose is horned; it has a tip at the end of their nose. And their eyes is in a slit. That's how you can tell a snake, the differences between a poisonous snake and a non-poisonous snake. Excuse me. And this person is a poisonous snake. Why? Because they're telling you this. They're coming back with the Six of Cups. Oh, I apologize. I shouldn't have done this, but they may end up doing it again. So people who doing it to you again and again and again, you gotta understand that you need to get away from these people, right? In a certain book, it says that you should do unto your enemies, you should help your enemies. That's not talking about what does it mean? And I'm breaking down a lot of game, giving it to y'all. What does it mean? Is it saying that you should continue to be an idiot and really help your so-called enemies and stuff like this, the people who are ultimately going to betray you? No, that's not what it's talking about. What it's talking about is the people who come to you as friends and play as if they're friends with you and that you help them out. They're not the brightest bulbs on the tree, nor are they the sharpest knives in the drawer, because they're going to hang themselves out to dry with you helping them. That's what it means. It doesn't mean continue to ignore the craziness and go through the abuse. No, what the book is saying is that they are hidden enemies, but you don't know that. So what you're going to do is that don't play the game. And if you help them out with the intention that you want to see their well-being, they're going to hang themselves and you won't have to do anything. So to speak, right? I'm not saying physically end yourself, right? Physically, I'm saying they're going to paint themselves in their own corner. You understand? So let's clarify the Ten of Swords. You have the Seven of Cups, you have the Eight of Cups, and then you have the Four of Cups. Wow. Okay. Okay. Yeah, you Taurus are on the right track. I like the fact that a lot of you Taurus are starting to step up your social game in that sense and learning how to interact with people, right, in a healthier way. The Seven of Cups, Eight of Cups, Four of Cups just represents how you need to learn to tighten that up just a little bit, because you need to learn how to be a lot more decisive when it comes to separating yourselves from the individuals who are crazy. You understand? Let's clarify the Three of Pentacles. Because the Three of Pentacles is really a breakthrough. Three of Pentacles. Let's clarify the Three of Pentacles. Four of Swords. The Page of Swords. The Fool. Yes. Very nice. The Four of Swords represents, this is something that you need to take. It's going to take a little bit of time for you to really start developing how to socialize with people on a better level, a higher level, right? The Page of Swords represents you're going to go through a lot of road bumps. Okay, you're going to go through a lot of road bumps. Okay. But ultimately, the Fool is the most powerful card in a tarot deck out of all the others, because the Fool is the person who's the most freest, because they do not keep the clutter in their life. They learn their lessons, but they are not bogged down by, in essence, they're not bogged down by their emotions or things in their way. Those are the people who are the most freest. Literally, the Fool is the most powerful tarot in the tarot deck. So why that's even important in the first place is because it's showing you that you Taurus really are on the right track. Most people on Earth are socially awkward. They want someone to care, but they're all over the place. Their mind is all over the place. Case in point, when you interact with people, right, like Best Buy and these types of places, Amazon, one thing that I've realized, right, let me show y'all a little bit more of my social depth, is that what they want you to do, a lot of them, is that they want you to care about who they are. And if you do that, they will fight for you to get the best prices possible. I've been in all types of situations on Amazon where I should have, in all intents and purposes, if I was a jerk to the person may have left me in whatever I got myself caught up in, right, with that I bought from Amazon or Walmart, right, or whatever the case may be. But due to the fact that I actually was respectful to the person who I was speaking online with, I represented customer service, they actually fought harder for me to get what it is that I wanted. And I would even go as far as to say, I tried to order online with Amazon with the money that I had, and I would even push to say I actually not only got a full refund back, but I got more money than what it is that I actually ordered originally from. Why? Knowing how to be social, knowing how to interact with people. And you're not going to be able to do that if you're too busy running around rubbing people the wrong way. And again, a lot of the times people just end up having themselves messed up in that type of situation because they don't know how to interact with people. Well, this is why it is that you got to stop. Some of y'all going to have to stop playing cheap, because I'm not clowning the people who come to me. What I mean by that is, with me, I know what my prices are. And that's for a particular reason. My prices aren't even the most expensive, to be honest with you. I've checked around. They're actually still they're actually cheaper than Still a lot. But the reason why they are the way that they are is because, like I said, I am one of the best tarot readers on YouTube. When you come to me, what you're saying, and this is why I get into it a lot of times, when you come to me, what you're saying is you are someone who has lost a certain aspect of your ego enough to humble yourself down enough to be able to actually want to hear the answers, regardless of if they may hurt or not, to actually reinvent your life in a more constructive manner. But you're not going to be able to do that if you're too caught up with your emotions and you all in your bag and you want to look goofy. When you come to me, I know that I'm ruthless, and one of these days I will have to explain to people why I'm so ruthless with my words and my actions. But I know that I'm ruthless, and number one, that's for a reason. Part of the reason why I'm ruthless in the first place is because you need to hear straight truth. Too many times, people will tell you something and sugarcoat it. Those are often the people who don't really care about you whatsoever. They don't care about you because they have to sugarcoat it. They have to water it down as opposed to telling you the real deal. From my studies, the most effective way to create that change and the fastest way to create that change is through clear-cut, no chaser, straight up wisdom, ruthlessness, brutality, the stuff that I give to y'all. Straightforward, straight down the line, no chaser game. And when I say game, I don't mean actually playing games, I mean wisdom. Because once you understand, hey, listen, this is what it is. When you don't have the knowledge, and the wisdom, you're delusional. Everyone is. When you don't have the knowledge, you're delusional. What the knowledge is and what the wisdom is to get you off of your delusion so that you can get your way on the right path to becoming the fool, the person who is the most freest individual, because you're free to dictate your own life. You control where your life is going. So people who gonna come to me are the people who are the best and brightest, man. Comment on the video, like the video, subscribe. Peace.